I can't tell you how very pleased I am to be able to greet you all this morning. I was very flattered when I found out that you were going to model your new All-American Beauty doll after me. I hope this encourages little girls everywhere to develop the best and the most beautiful within them. Thank you.
I told you no one who knows Sally for more than 10 minutes can help falling in love with her. Now, with such a living doll right here with us, we hardly need a substitute. But for those of you who haven't seen our All-American Beauty doll, I'd like to present it to you. But first, Sally, as this company's newly appointed Executive Vice President in charge of marketing, I would like to present you as a token of our esteem with the very first doll off the assembly line. Could we have the lights off, please? Projector, please. It's pageant night. Thunderous applause rings in Sally's ears as she floats down the runway in her sparkling silver gown and shimmering tiara. Little girls everywhere can feel shivers down their spine as they make that walk right beside her. Now, our Miss All-American Beauty doll will need quite a wardrobe for all those appearances she'll be making during her exciting year. Now, here she is on the beach, making quite a splash in her stunning jade swimsuit. Now, whoa there! Here's Sally, our urban cowgirl. You're a high-stepping beauty in your red leather cowboy boots. What cowboy wouldn't like to put you in his corral? What's Sally's favorite music? Disco. No more autographs tonight. Clear the dance floor while Sally lets her hair down and stops the show in her fuchsia mini dress and sizzling purple tights. Now, every queen deserves to be pampered. Sally is no exception. She loves to lounge for hours in her elegant chiffon negligee and dressing gown, dreaming luxurious dreams. Every little girl's ideal of the exceptional woman she will become someday. And Sally is here as living proof that that dream can come true. Thank you. Lights on, please.
Do you believe that doll, Arthur?
Don't let it ruffle you, honey.
Do you think of only a doll is just awful?
Sally, see you in a minute. Something I need to discuss with her. She'll meet you downstairs. Just be a minute. Listen, I hate to catch you on the run like this, but you got another appearance. I got a plane to catch. The board just came down on me very hard about our seeing so much of each other. They told me that either I leave you alone or I lose the account.
I see.
Doesn't leave me much of a choice. It's been great. You're a remarkable woman. I always told you that.
Yeah, queen of queens.
Listen. Maybe I can see you at the pageant?
Yeah.
Bye, Sal.
Miss Butterfield, I'm sure you won't mind answering a few questions for us. Beauty is the measuring stick most American women feel they must live up to. Our viewers want to know, are you proud of propagating the myth of the perfect female, or do you realize you're simply a pawn in a male-dominated game? After all, Miss Butterfield, you must realize you're nothing more than a piece of meat. Leave me be, madam. Forget that nincompoop. She was just a bull seeing red, and you happened to be in the arena. And I got to iron my own dress. Now, see, in 10 minutes, we got to leave the VA hospital in 15. Wait a minute. You know how hard these hospital visits are for me, especially the men. They've been through so much more than I could ever even imagine. My speeches are ridiculous. They're expecting you. Now, I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Moved into a love affair with fame. You really are queen among queens.
After all, Miss Butterfield, you must realize you're nothing more than a piece of meat. If you want to get what you want, you have to give them what they want.
You care about it more than you care about being a pianist. You're here for a reason.
Her public is waiting. Act as if.
It seems like this life suits you.
You now symbolize the ideal American woman.
I just hope she's going to be happy.
What have we done to you? Abby, who am I? Who am I anymore? Nothing makes any sense. I don't have Michael, and I've lost my music. Everything. Sorry things worked out like this. I really mean it. Let me help you with that. Hey, how have you been? I hear you get a vacation. Yeah, I'm doing just fine. How are you doing? Growing. I'm doing great. Of course, I'd be being famous. Listen, I want you to do me a favor, okay? Field any phone call from the pageant office today, okay? Would you do that for me? Sure. I didn't know they worked so hard. I'm looking for Michael Carrington. He seems to have moved out of his upstairs office. Mr. Carrington's on a trade. Looks like his quartet. He's brought his mail if you'd like to send it out. I would, yes.
You gonna be all right?
I feel so fragile. And I don't want to.
whatever you need.
I know I'm strong. I feel that too. It's just like I've splintered into all these little pieces and I don't have the strength to pick them all up again.
Oh, Sally. What they have done to you, I'm so sorry.
Not just that. I kept telling myself that it was just an accident that I got into this whole thing. That all I really wanted was the scholarship. But all along I think I knew it was something more than that. I wanted to feel loved. I wanted to feel so special that I wouldn't have to wonder who I was anymore. I could be a real somebody, and then that would be who I was. But I gave myself away. I gave a little piece of myself away to everyone I meet, so they'd adore me. But it wasn't me they adored. They didn't know me. They didn't want to know me. They wanted something else, something I can't give them.
Hon, you're their symbol. If they can watch you getting all that attention, and they can feel like that's them up there.
Yeah, but it's never enough. I mean, they always want more.
And that's the trouble. It's never enough. If you keep looking for approval from the outside, you're not listening to the inside. You have to know how lovable and wonderful you are right now, exactly the way you are.
And that title doesn't mean a thing. Sally, I'm just so proud that you're just plain Sally. That's what I'm proud of.
I have to find my way back, Mama.
Oh, you will, darling. I don't doubt that for a minute.
Don't listen to me. Sounds like bad advice. But I think you ought to put your crown on in a few days and go back up there. It's the real Sally Butterfield. Go do it like you want to do it. If that's not all right with somebody, that's okay. It'll be all right with you.
Oh, honey, if you just want to stay home and let that pageant world go spinning by, that's okay too.
You know what? I think I was a very lucky person before any of this happened. I just didn't realize it.
Come on in here, you boys. Come on in and give your sister a hug because she's falling apart.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Hello, Agatha? Get ready to fasten your seatbelt again.
Now, Sally, let's be reasonable. No queen of our pageant has ever quit. It would be a disgrace, not only to you, but to everything that our contest stands for. I'm sure that you don't want to bring that kind of shame on yourself, do you?
Well, no, I'm very grateful for the
You should
taught
be.
me, and I would never have learned so much in such a short amount of time.
Well, then what seems to be the problem?
I want to do things differently from now on. Starting with, I'd like to slow down the schedule.
But Sally, you'll be losing money, and money that could go towards your education.
I have plenty of money for my education now, and I won't mind the loss.
Then think of the pageant. The organizations you cancel on certainly won't renew us for next year. And as a relatively new pageant, every year is critical.
As I was saying, Mrs. Honeycutt, I want to slow down the schedule. And I want to play the piano for the groups whenever there's one available. That's the way I really have something to say to the people. It's It's much nicer than giving one of your speeches.
Now, Sally, dear, if you can't cooperate in a civil...
Most of all, Mrs. Honeycutt, I'd like to say that I hope for the sake of whoever takes over my title this year that you will let her be herself. If she's special enough for the judges to choose her, she won't need one of your makeovers. She may make a few mistakes, but let her do it her way. That'll be a truer representation of an all-American girl. We're all different, and that's the good part. We're all special in different ways. I'll see you at the pageant. Come feel it as I play. I'll tell you a secret. You have to sing along with the piano. You have to feel like it's part of your body. And that way the two of you can have the same voice.
I didn't know you were so beautiful.
What do you mean?
The sounds you can make. It's because you're so beautiful. In here. And you give it to us through music, so we can see it too. And that's nice.
I'll bet I know what you're thinking.
No, you don't.
It's almost over?
No.
Well, you're right then. I don't know what you're thinking.
It's my birthday. It is? Well, we have to celebrate tonight.
No!
We don't have to go to the bar.
I don't want to be reminded of it. Don't ask my age either. I've been lying about it for years. There, I said it out loud. Well, now that our year is over, what are you going to do?
Well, I guess as long as the pageant bug keeps biting them, there'll be girls out there who need me. Of course, Texas could stand on its panhandle by the time another Sally Butterfield comes my way.
I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you too, honey. You know, you're the first person I've ever known who's made me feel like I could run around without my eyes and my blusher. Still think I was cute. I'll tell you something else. I've never liked pretty little faces, and it's given me great pleasure to imagine that they don't have 2 ounces of brains underneath. But you blasted that theory all to bits. I'm not finished. You better come visit Mama and me sometimes in Wickham. And you better let me know how things turned out with that pianist here.
I don't think he even wants to talk with me. I wrote him a letter trying to tell him how I feel, and he didn't even write back yet. Well, it's that time. The final runway walk. You put it on, Agatha.
Oh, you're silly.
No! Come on, no one's watching.
Oh, for heaven's no one's watching. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, sex. Oh, this is silly. Oh, this is silly. I feel ridiculous.
Well, you're not.
Oh, now.
No more is this, then. You are the real All-American Beauty. Aren't you?